So I assume that I'm live here on the web on the live feed. I'm just trying out something today, just for a bit of fun. I've hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for everyone who has subscribed, and I thought I'd have a go at doing some live streaming. Obviously, if you can hear me, please say hello in the chat box, and just leave me a comment so that I know that this is actually working. So you may have a notification saying that I've gone live. So let me just so I know what I'm doing. Let's let's have a look, shall we? Where's my phone? Jamie Ball's in the live chat. Thank you very much, Jamie. At least I know I am now live. It's all new. It's all Greek to me, all this software. But it's interesting to see it all working. So there we are. Um, if you are watching, thank you very much. Leave a comment and a like. 1,000 subscribers, eh? I started this channel way back in June of last year. I did a couple of motorcycle videos. One of them has had about 60,000 views. The idea was to create a channel that I could talk about my passions, like transportation, like my model kits, and try and interweave them together with advice, help, tips, unboxing of all things model kits, and also go into the background of the vehicles that we are replicating. So the idea was that, to say for instance we did this 1904 Mercedes, I would have another video on the development of that particular car. And the same with the bikes, or the brands of the bikes, or the manufacturers of the bikes. That was the vision. At the moment, I haven't. You will not believe how much time it takes to do a video and do the research on a particular project and still get the facts wrong. If you look at the video of the bikes, I think it was the BSA, and just go through the comments, there's a lot of nitpicking and stuff on my research. But at the end of the day, I did the video, wrote this massive script. It was over 3 pages long, with loads of facts, figures, and everything about the bike. I'm not going to get everything correct all of the time. It's very difficult to do that. It's really tough. I'm just going to try and get the chat up on my phone, because it's always good to see what people are saying to me. Hi everyone who has joined me. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to see you here on here. It is interesting doing a live chat, isn't it? This software is just amazing. The quality is a little bit poorer because I was going to use my iPhone, but I'm using a 4K Logitech Brio webcam, so it's yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well this comes out on the video. Let's just look on here. Okay, so that's the yeah. So I've got Matt from Model Minutes in. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's an idea, Matt. With this, the the chat on the right hand side is very much a case of CCS code that I've borrowed off Nick Nimmin, and to set it up this way using OBS. But it does look good. All I need to know is how we can get this to work with two. We can get somebody else on board and do like a live stream with two people. Anyway, so I wanted to go onto this model, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. Was this? I've actually bought three, believe it or not. Which came in the post. The person who sent them to me basically just sent them in an envelope. Well, it was an envelope. It was like a box, but the box was made of A4 paper. It was really, really thin, and the label from Hermes was just sticking on there. But anyway, the box unfortunately had been crushed. Um, it disappointed me completely. But because these in the pictures when I bought them, they look like in really good mint condition. But but the boxes, I've tried to as best I can get the boxes looking a little bit more better, but that just isn't going to happen, unfortunately. In this one, they're totally wrecked, which is a shame. But what can you do, But they're all kits, very interesting. I don't think they've released them recently, anyway. Um, I'll go on to my favourite, my scale mates, and type in um, Mercedes. Mercedes. If I can spell Mercedes, two E's in it. Mercedes. And then let's look up 1 to 32nd scale. I should have had this all done really before I went live, but I was just trying out what we can do with this software. And actually, at the minute, I'm quite impressed. Hope the volume's okay, and I hope the quality of the sound's okay. Looking for Airfix here. Let's have a look down. Airfix. So it looks like there's 8 versions of that. There it is there. So this box here, move them out of the way because we don't need them now. This box here is 1973. It's a Rebox, 1973. I've got the instructions out already because I had a quick look inside. Let's have a look at the history. So originally released in 1962. This kit. Let's get the box open. Top opening box is obvious. Again, there's all your sprues. Just going through them. Let's just move that out of the way because I don't need that. Let's just get all the kit out and lay it out nice and flat so we can see. Look at the size of that. Now see, that's going to be the better. Well, it has going to be quite good to paint. He's even got a moustache on him. Let's have a look, shall we? So it looks like it's a full kit, which is good. But sometimes you don't know. Let's and boom, there you go. That is the kit. I think 1 to 32 scale is pretty good size for doing cars and stuff. Look how crisp it is, though. There's it. Let's see, there's some needle pin marks there, but yeah, is that like tinny? Yeah, it's not too bad actually. As I said, for 1973 Reebok. Last time they released this was back in 1987, and all they did was it was one of those historic kits that they had. Yeah, so they don't really release this from every time. I wonder if they still got the tooling for it. It'd be interesting if they still got the tooling for this kit. But I say I'm quite impressed actually with the detail and stuff on it for a 1962 kit. Some of the kits are still good now. If you could buy this tooling and just reproduce it, I think there'd be loads of people who would actually buy it, wouldn't they? Definitely would actually buy it. There's the wheels there, quite thin. Again, there's detail in them. It's not too bad. That must be your lights there, I presume. That's your lights. Couple of seats, another couple of wheels. I wonder what number 11 was. Was that number 11 on there? We'll have a look in a minute. See, that figure is pretty cool. Look, he's driving one-handed. Driving one-handed. Brilliant. And there's your rad. Chain sprocket. Steering wheel with a... I wonder what that was for. Was it a horn? It must have been a horn. But 1904, did they have a horn in the middle? Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this. Was that just looking through them? So that must be your fuel tank. This seat there, you got a lower seat, and then you've got the back end of the seat on that one. So yeah, that must be the chassis there, and you can just see if you'll bring it up to the camera You can see that there's there's actually leaves on both sides, which is good. Yeah, very well thought out for a 1904 kit. Put this away. Yeah. 1904 Mercedes. So it doesn't look too bad, does it? Engine cover onto the radiator, onto the back, which I suppose would be the dashboard. And that all fits in together, all glues together, and it slots on. It's a little, just don't quite understand that really, what that means. I suppose when you see it built, you'll know. You got the axles, and steering axle there, and that will fit on top. And the steering, then the axle on the back. So I presume you in one. What I would probably do is do this section first, then that section, and then bolt it all together. The number 2, you start adding pieces underneath. Yeah, it's looking alright. There's your chain, your chain drive, because that's what the wheels used to be. It wasn't a prop, was it? It was all done by chain. On the back, on there. So there's your trunk. Put your lights on, everything else, and then your starter handle. Then you do all the inside, so you got your gear stick. Oh, they even got the foot pedals there. Look at that, little foot pedals. Your emblem at the top there. Oh yes, it's really good. There's your seats. Must be some sort of luggage compartment, and your spare tire. Then you put the wings on, and you guess your handbrake on the outside. Yeah, putting all this together. More wings on the right hand side, so it's like it's split like that, so it's quite good. The last thing you do is put the 4 wheels on, put the driver on, and away you go. And they're using the old Humbrol paint range, so G4, G1, G3, G7, G8, G9 and M6, which is black, gloss. Is it G's gloss matte? I think that's how it is. That's what the G mean, what the M mean, which is, so, I think it was a really good, simpler system. Normally we've just got either acrylics or gloss, isn't it? Like, acrylics and enamels and lacquer paint. So yeah, pretty good. There's no decals in this kit, believe it or not. No decals or decals, depending on how you want to say it. And then, are you a member of the club? It's even been printed there, 125. So this kit was probably packed by Mr. 125. So if there is a problem and a complaint, you just send that number and they get their knuckles wrapped for not putting the right pieces in. But yeah, there's no decals in this kit, so you have to paint on your own number plate, I believe. So there's the 1904 Mercedes old kit. I say shame about the box. Really annoyed about the box, but you know what? Carriers and all those couriers are just, they don't care, do they? As long as they deliver the parcel and get their money's worth, they're absolutely fine. Yeah. So just look at the chat. Model minutes. That's an interesting looking kit. Yes, I don't think I'll bother having the chat on my stream, to be honest. Yeah, I see that as just trying it out. It takes up a bit of screen space as well. The real estate of the screen is actually reduced by quite a bit because you have this chat in there. But it's just something I'm trying out. I am working on the Lightning still. Yes, I am waiting for the paint to come. And also, if you didn't know, I had my conservatory rebuilt just before Christmas, and we've had all sorts of things done to it. And I've just got my spray booth back into the conservatory. The bench is now being rebuilt. The spray booth is now in position near the window, near the door, because I don't want to be fumed out. I would love to do it in this room, but unfortunately that's not going to happen because there's just no ventilation. This is quite an enclosed room. There is a chimney, and there is so I've got a chimney in this room, but to do it properly, I would have to actually be venting, spraying on the floor, because the height of the chimney isn't high enough to put a bench beside it and then get the pipe to go in and up over. It's not practical, and also it'd be a lot of money to do it. So I've had to move and do my spraying in the conservatory. But saying that, I am hopefully going to be doing it this week when I have a bit of time. This arrived, and I've seen it in some of the videos, but this came last week, which is the Vallejo, or Vallejo, however you want to say it, light gull grey, which is what I needed to do the the bottom half of the kit, to the colours of the one that's at Score in Peterhead in Scotland, the world record breaking lightning. So I will be doing that soon. I have filmed bits of me building it. I've never done a full build yet. I just find the idea of filming myself and actually editing 15 hours of footage down to 20 minutes just so labor intensive. And sometimes I start doing the kit and I've forgotten to put the camera on, and then I think, oh, there's quite a few builds that I've done, and I haven't done. I've started filming it and then I've finished the build and I've forgotten to film the rest of it. So I've got to focus on doing that. Obviously, yes, I must do that at some point, do a full build. I've been looking through some of my stash actually, recently. Some kits that I have built years ago. This is the Warlords. Look at this, all hand painted. Gone are the days. It's good to get out some of the old stuff, isn't it? And have a look at it, what you've done, how far you've come. It's really, really interesting the way you start, and you start with the hand painting, and you don't really care much about sanding and making the finish look good. Making the finish look at this. That's just terrible underneath. But yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? You develop as you move on in this genre of scale model building, really. And I've just been going through some of the old ones that I've got. This here. Old kits that I've done, and I've kept them. They're all a bit dusty now, and you can see that there's no care in the world really. That I'm more careful now. But I was proud that these decals did go on quite well, considering. You can see I cut around, and pushed it in there at the edge. But yeah, it was. I say all hand painted. These, I don't think I've actually got any airbrushed ones down here. But I went up into the attic and had a little look to see what I had up there. On the Model Minutes Discord, they've got a group build, which I'm going to be building this for it. I think I will film myself doing this. I may even live stream me building this every night. Just do a live stream of me putting this all together and trying to get a good finish, and then obviously take the camera into the spray booth and try and spray it up to the colours like. But it's a Nova kit, so it's going to be Nova kit. So this is an old Frog kit F152. The decals are nothing to be, but I'm gonna use my own decals on that one, I think. So yeah, I'm going to be building this old kit just for the crack. I don't think it's wrong to you can't diss the older kits, because I think sometimes the plastic's even better than the stuff today on some of the kits. So I'll be building that for the group build on the Discord group. So yeah, I think that's really it today. I've got quite a bit to do, as I've got lots of nice new kits. Let's have a look here. I did the dawn here, but I've got this old kit to do as well, which I'm looking forward to doing an unboxing of. A Heinkel. this is, this is when, this is when it was old, when it FX. Look at the logo on it, man. I said these old kits do, this is people's childhood, and because it's all like exploded view, and you have to put it together as an exploded view and just the read the instructions on how to put it together. You know what I mean? It's step by step. So you get your exploded view, and then you've got to go through it step by step by step. So I think they were better model makers back in the day, because they had to work at it, didn't they? Not, when you get your Airfix kit now and it's all color coordinated, and it's like a Lego manual, in it. Like, you get this piece here, and you color it this color, and then you glue it there. It's totally different now than what it was back in the day. So this looks like it's working. So hopefully I will be doing a couple more live streams and more unboxing as we go on. And hopefully, if anyone wants to collab with me on YouTube, please feel free to get in touch. Anyways, I think that's about it. I'm quite happy with this. One test, 1,000 views. Thanks to all the comments. Well done. So just go down through the chat. I need to get like my iPad up here so I can actually read the chat as people are speaking. I do like I like old kits as well. I feel an odd sense of pleasure in building them when I know a collector probably wouldn't. Yeah, you're telling me. I have in my stash, okay. I have in my stash this kit here. And it is sealed, right? And I've got a collector's heart, because, as you know, people don't know what I do is I buy model kits, and what I do is I put them all on eBay, to sell at a price. But I've added it to my stash, and I've known that I've owned that kit. So when I buy the kit, I normally open it up, and I have a look at it, see it, feel it, everything. Then I put it all back together, take the pictures, and put them on eBay, and then sell the kits. But any kits that don't sell, or if I fancy doing a model, I go to my stash, pull it out, then I take it off. That's the only way I can afford to do model building, is to actually buy the kits, sell them on, so that I can, keep the present. But I've got I think about 400 kits upstairs in the attic, and the collector side of me is like, should I open this? But do you know what? It is such a, it's a monogram, and I don't have the heart to open it. You get a glimmer of how it looks inside just there. You get a slight little glimmer, but I haven't had the heart to open this box. Even for the patches, just to have a look at the patches, get the patches out. But no, I've never opened this one, and I think that's because that's the collector in me. But yeah, that's how I basically, with my model kits and stuff, is how I do it. I don't video every part of the build these days. No, I've noticed that, Matt. You're pretty concise, so I think you've got an art to it, mate. I think you've got an art to it, definitely. I will agree on that. You've definitely got an art to your videos, and they're really good. I'm not going to knock that. They are really, really good. Monkey Puzzle View, well done for getting 1K subs. Everyone, if you ever watch Monkey Puzzle View and you want to learn about eBay, Monkey Puzzle View is very, very good. He sells on eBay. He gets some of the best stuff, some of it, videos. He does quirky stuff. He goes to auction, he finds what he wants and buys it, and then he does a little video on it, and then he puts it on eBay and tries to sell it. He does lots of records. He's a talented man. He's a magician, so you probably get some tricks off him as well. But if you do want something a little bit different, subscribe to Monkey Puzzle View. He's very, very good. It's a repeated process, like 4 engines, for example. I'll show you doing one rather than doing it 4 times. Yeah, I agree. Jamie Ball, I love that Hotspur. Monkey Puzzle View says in the chat. Hang on. What's he say? I've lost the chat here. Do apologise. Don't open it. Yeah, I won't open it. It is there. It stays on my shelf, and I see it, and I think, do I open it? And as half a bottle of wine, couple of whiskey chasers, I wonder what it looks like. I'd love, you know, but it's not. It's proper sealed. It's the original seal. And I don't think there's. I bet there's another one somewhere in the world that's sealed like this. And he's bought two, and he's got one completely sealed, and he has the model. So if I could find another one like this, maybe unsealed, and then build the kit, and then have it as a sealed kit, and then have the produced model beside it, maybe I could do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it now. I think I don't know how long I've been on for. I've been on for ages, haven't I? Let's have a look. What have I been on? I've been on. I don't know, I've been on 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But thanks for watching. It's just a live test, live stream test, and hopefully I'll be getting back to doing videos later. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will speak to you soon. Cheers.